Hi, it's another time to meet on UZone. A lot of educational institutions, right from our primary or elementary to high school or secondary school, would always grade their students based on their academic performance. And so would have people coming out as first, second, third. They put their position in class on their report card. So students are mostly evaluated based on the position they come out of at the end of the term or at the end of the session. A lot of parents take this grading as a measure of their child's intelligence or their child's um, academic performance. In its whole entirety, it's not really a bad thing. But when we look at it in the grand scheme of things, this grading system, where a child is seen as being the first in class or the first amongst these or peers, the 10th amongst his or peers, or the 50th or the 100th amongst the peers, it leaves a mark, it leaves something at the back of the minds of the students. That is, they have to compete against each other in order to attain that position. So if you have to be the first person, you have to compete aggressively, vigorously against the other people so that you can attain the top of the class. Like I said earlier, this is not totally a bad thing. However, this instills a level of understanding, a level of perception in the minds of the students, such that they are always competing against each other and not collaborating. Meanwhile, in the game of life, people hardly succeed by themselves. We have to lean on each other's strength. We have to identify where we are weak, and we'll be able to work with our peers, our colleagues, to be able to achieve our desired goals, because it's difficult to do life alone. There is always a multidisciplinary approach to things. So when students are trained to compete against each other right from their elementary school till they are done with their high school, it has already instilled or imbibed this culture in them to always compete against each other. And at the end of, they grow with this, they go with this into life, they grow with this attitude into life, that they are always competing, always want to outdo the other person, always want to outshine the other person, always want to be seen as the best. Yes, that is also not a very bad thing in it when we look at it from other points of view. But then, would you as a person want to be with someone that is always trying to downplay your capacity, downplay your potentials, and want to outshine every other person? It begins to give a kind of negative impression of yourself to other people, it begins to portray you in negative light, it begins to give you a negative image. So when people get to their places of work and they still exhibit this kind of traits, sometimes it might be counterproductive, because when you are unable to work effectively in a team and you always want to be at the center of attention, you always want to be the one that gets the things done, you don't know how to delegate duties, you don't know how to collaborate with others, you don't know how to be a team player, you don't know how to work with others, then there is going to be a problem at the end of the day. Institutions should find an alternative to this way of grading students, because at the end of the day, we are not helping them in the long run. We are only instilling some competitive traits in them that may not be of help at the end of the day. This issue tends to be controversial, because some will say that in order to be successful, you have to be aggressive, you have to be tenacious, you have to be steadfast in trying to achieve what you want to. Yes, you have to be, but you don't have to compromise the activities, the actions of other people in order to achieve your goals. Institutions should find a way to adopt collaborations among students, not competition. We are always competing against each other for everything, for grades, for positions, for whatever it is. We are always competing, and at the end of the day, looking at the way things has been in the economy of Africa, Nigeria, it has not really helped us. It has always been detrimental to the people. A lot of people don't know what it takes to collaborate, to work together. Even at university level where students are writing projects, a lot of institutions don't encourage them to partner to work together. Meanwhile, in order to achieve long-lasting results, there should be a collaboration between students from different departments, different faculties working together on particular projects, come up with innovative ideas and creations, not just sitting within your net, staying within your sphere of knowledge and trying to execute things. You should be able to extend your tentacles and reach out to other spheres in order to achieve something significant. Like I said earlier, this is a kind of controversial topic. However, as you grow from where you are to where you aspire to be, have it at the back of your mind that it is not in all situations that you have to compete against your peers. It is better for you to learn how to work together, how to synergize, and how to collaborate. I'll see you the next time.